up, my people? It's your boy Too Easy. Alright guys, I told you guys that I was gonna show you how to do your taxes for free. I know it's not another write-along. I know, man, but I've been wanting to do this video. Actually, I should have done this in January to get the algorithm better because, you know, people do their taxes early. But you know what? It's better late than never. Hopefully, people can see it next year and they can see how they could do their taxes for free and not have to pay TurboTax. That's the whole reason why I wanted to do it for free, because 3 years ago I did it with TurboTax, but I had my regular job. And I was like, whatever. And I paid like $40. And then last year was my first full-time deliveries, doing my own thing. I have to pay taxes. It's not a W2 job or anything. And TurboTax charged me like $200 and something. And I'm like, this was 2 years ago. I'm like, $200 and something. TurboTax? Like okay, one thing is like you go to an actual person, you know, and then an individual accountant, and then he charges you like kind of like that much. But TurboTax, something that should be, I mean, it should be, because you're basically doing it yourself, but they have a system that makes it easy for you to do it. But TurboTax is charging you way too much money for that, man. Like it shouldn't be that expensive. But you know what? I said, you know what? And then last year, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna pay TurboTax $20 again. So I did it myself. I was like, there has to be a way to do your taxes yourself, because you're basically filing your taxes with the government. I was like, the government has to have a way to do it for free, or if not, cheap. And there is. And we're gonna do it together, guys. I'm gonna show you guys exactly where I did it last year. All right, so we're here at google.com. So we're gonna say, file your taxes. No, not fire. File your taxes for free. Okay, so if you scroll down here, you go to TurboTax. No, because look at TurboTax. It says it starts, and that's what really got me mad about TurboTax. It says, they tell you, oh, it starts at $0. It starts for free. And then after, you have to pay $40 if you're like a regular job, a regular 9-to-5er. And then it went up to $200. It went from $0 to $200. And I'm like, why are you going to, and it's not really free. To actually, it's free to start doing it, but then when you actually have to file, you have to pay $40, and that was $40 last year, 2 years ago. They probably raised the price. To actually file, you have to pay the $40. But if you actually want to do it like how, you know, you have your own business and you have to claim your own deductions, then that's when they charge you even more. So it's like $200. I guess because they know that you're a business, so you could afford the $200. I don't know. But that's what got me mad, that they said, oh no, it starts at $0, pretty much lying to you. So if you go all the way down, so we're not gonna do TurboTax, Free Tax USA. I think that's one of those free things, but we're gonna go directly to the IRS website, irs.gov. So look, these are sponsored. That's why it's showing up first. So if you go to IRS, the first non-sponsored website, file your taxes for free. As you can see here, irs.gov. Remember, make sure that all these government websites end at gov. So file your taxes for free, irs.gov, and nobody else could use .gov, because you could probably make irs whatever else. I mean, actually, I don't know. Maybe they won't allow you to do it, but okay. So you go to try direct file. Oh, this is actually new. File your tax return directly with the IRS for free if you live in one of the, I haven't done my taxes yet, guys, so I'm kind of like doing this on the whim. Live in one of the 12 pilot states. Have a simple tax filing needs and report certain types of income, credits, or deductions. So if you have just a regular 9-to-5 W2 job and you're watching this video and you want to do it for free, just go to try direct file. You probably do it directly from the IRS website. But I'm a delivery driver, YouTuber, and whatever. So we're gonna do this one right here. If I click on fillable forms, because it's supposed to be the free guided tax software, what happens if I click fillable forms? For tax year 2023, this tax filing application operates until October 15, 2024. To use this application, you must have a US phone number that accepts text messages. If you don't have a phone number and your gross income is 79 grand or less, try the file free guided tax software. You must create a new account each year. That's pretty crazy. So start free file fillable forms. Okay, so this is a form-based product. Users should be familiar with reading IRS form instructions to complete a proper tax return. So you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know what you're doing. when you're doing this, because you're straight up filling up a tax form. So you know what? Let's not do this, because yeah, for the most part, people are not accountants. So let's go back, and we're gonna use the Explore free guided tax software. So it says here, look, browse all trusted partners, find your trusted partners. If you know you're a trusted partner, go to find your trusted. But if you're doing this for the first time and you don't know, these are partners that are directly partnered with the IRS, pretty much. They are reputable companies. So you go to browse all trusted partners, and then you come all the way over here. You can filter by gross income, age, and all this other stuff. And I'm in Florida right now. You do not have to file a state return. So you could do, remember to look at the state return, free in all states. This one's free in some states. So you go through all these companies. These are all the ones that you could use. Look, Free Tax USA, you were able to, we saw that on Google, on the Google search. IRS free file delivery, blah, 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 blah. So what I used last year was this one. I just picked any company. I used fileyourtaxes.com. So I'm just gonna use the same people, guys. Fileyourtaxes.com, view, and then you click on the button on the bottom, view this trusted partner. So pretty much you got to register everything. Look, free state return for Alabama and then all these other states. So register. I think I already have an account. I hope they didn't delete it. So I'm just going to log in. All right. So when you log in and register, it's going to show you this page right here. This is a new page from last year. It looks a little bit different. You got to click on Start a new 2023 tax return. So right here it's gonna show you all this information that I hope I'm blocking already. And then you gotta click continue. Oh, you gotta put your social security number. So I'm gonna block this number, I hope. All right, so I put my social security number and it says begin a new return. So you click on begin a new return, and this actually looks pretty like more modern, so which is good. So save and continue, start, you gotta read everything and then put your first name, last name, and then your birthday and today's date. So it's gonna ask you a question that I hope I'm blocking here. Is the taxpayer address still this one? It is not. I moved. So I just gotta put no. All right, guys. So I wasn't gonna show you all this, but maybe I could show you guys this. So it says, what is your filing status? So you're filing, or the previous page, I'm gonna block whatever, because there was some information that is like personal information that I'm just gonna like take it off. So after you log in, you're going to answer some questions, your name, your social security number, your birthday, your phone number. So they're gonna ask you all this, and it's gonna ask you, or ask me if I was gonna file single again. I said, yes, I am filing single. I'm not married, none of that stuff. All right, I'm free. All right, so, and then it's gonna ask you, what is your filing status? So depending on what you are, if you're single, married, filing jointly, married, filing separately, head of household. If you don't know what that means, ask ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT. It is going to be your friend. All right, have it on the side. So right here, if I ask ChatGPT, hey, how do I know my filing status? And it says, oh, determine your filing status is important when preparing. And then look, it's gonna give you options. Look right here, single, you're unmarried, legally separated, and all this stuff. So if you have any questions, ask ChatGPT. It is there to help you. And if you don't have an account, you're gonna have to make one. It is free, guys. There's a $20 one, but if you upgrade, but the free one is more than enough. All right. So ask ChatGPT if you have any questions. Do you have dependents or household members? Do you have someone depending on you? A kid, an elderly person that depends on you to take care of them? Or I think that also older people, right? Look, if you have children and will claim child credit tax, or will be claiming other credits related to dependents, be certain to check this box. Do not consider your spouse a dependent. Yeah, if you're taking care of like your grandma or something, or someone older, they could be considered. But if you don't know, right here, ask ChatGPT. Look, I take care of my grandma. Can I claim them as a dependent? It autocorrected me. Yes, you may be able to claim your grandmother as a dependent on your tax return if certain conditions are met. The specific rules for claiming someone as a dependent include, and then boom, you have all that stuff. So if you don't know, ask ChatGPT. Why am I telling you to ask ChatGPT? Because this video is called How to Do Your Taxes for Free. So how to not have to talk to an accountant, Or you could ask, if you have a friend that knows, You call your friend up, but ChatGPT probably knows more than your friend. Oh, I don't have a dependent. No. So I just put no, click continue. And then right here is the system. Look, so this system has let the system be my guide, full, recommended. I don't think they had this last year. Last year I had to do it very manually. So I think that this is an upgrade. It says let the system be my guide. And I think this is and this wasn't like this last year. And I'm like, they probably like upgraded their tax stuff because they didn't there a lot of people probably thought how I was thinking, like, man, TurboTax is kind of like taking advantage of delivery drivers. I think they're taking advantage of specifically delivery drivers that a lot of people became full-time and they had to do their taxes, and they said, oh, let me do TurboTax, and then boom, they raise their price to $200. That's why last year they said that they had like a 200% increase in revenue or something, like it was an astronomical amount of revenue that they made compared to the year before, because of people like me that had to use it. But then last year I was like, nah, I'm not giving them my numbers again, so I'm doing it myself. Let the system be my guide, because it's basically going to be another TurboTax right here. The only thing is that TurboTax is more advanced, but it's fine. You have ChatGPT to help you out. So you click on that, save and continue. All right, so it's going to send you a email verification code. You got to enter it right here, and then you click and continue. This is where you're going to have to enter your dependent and household member. So if you're the household member, and then your dependents, if you are the head of household. If you don't have, you just enter them there. And then you click save and continue after you're done. Okay, so IRS form W-2 entry. So if you have a W-2 job and you're watching this video, I'm asking this if you're watching this video because, I'm a delivery driver, so a lot of people that are going to watch it are, doing deliveries, not a W-2. But if you have a W-2, just put your W-2 earnings here. Interest earned here, enter all interest received. Interest generally related to 1099 interest. 1099G, unemployment. Unemployment income not reported on the 1099G. If you have any of those, put it there. If not, continue. So right here is 1099R entry. This is the retirement plan. 1099G. So dividends received. If you have a 1099, if you received any dividends from stock market or whatever, stock sales, gain. If you have a Robinhood account, you should get these forms right here. But if not, just keep going down. Foreign accounts, disclosures, foreign earned income, save and continue. If you gamble and you have any winnings, you just put it here, right here. Schedule D, capital gains and losses. So enter capital gains distributions not related to stock sales or amount. These amounts are generally reported on various 1099 forms. Right here, we found it. So all your DoorDash, Instacart, all this stuff, put it right here, 1099 NEC, right here, add new. When you got your tax forms, you got everything. You just copy paste everything right here. That's it. Save and continue, and that is it. So I actually forgot I had to record this after I finished recording. I had to record this because I forgot to show you guys about the expenses. So I'm not gonna go too deep because this video is already kind of long. Basically, after saving and continuing the income, all the income, you enter all the income you have, is going to go to expenses. So this is when you start entering expenses. This is important for delivery drivers, because if you don't deduct anything, you're going to be paying 30%. And that is going to be a lot of money. And I know you do not have that saved up. So you're going to have to deduct your mileage if you're able to use the Giga app. If you didn't use the Giga app, I'm going to see if I can try to put it in the screen. Or if you did use it, go to the estimated taxes in 2023, and it's going to show you the amount of money that you can deduct. It has the amount right there, and then it says whatever amount of miles at 65 cents, and it does the math for you. That's the amount that you're able to deduct in terms of mileage. Now, if you had other expenses like your phone bill, and there's other expenses you could do, guys, not just mileage. You just have to, look, you asked Chat, you know what, should we do this? Oh, no. I'm going to do this on a separate video. What can you deduct? I'm going to do it on a separate video. My bad. But for now, let's just go to this website. So, education expenses. Add new. If you go to school, add a new. And you should get forms from your schools, guys. Like a 1098T. I got that when I went to FIU. 1098T. You put whatever it says there. And then alimony, moving expenses, use this page to figure out moving deductions for move related to start of work. So if you started a new job, if you move to do Instacart somewhere more busy, maybe you could do it. You could do all your moving expenses. And then save and continue. Domestic production activities deductions. If you have that, whatever that means. Employee business expenses. This is where you're gonna put the employee business. No, not employee. Sorry, this is not it. If you work a W-2 and you have expenses, do reservists, qualified performing artists, fee-based state or local government officials. Look, qualified performing artists. I'm a performing artist. I'm a YouTuber. Individuals with disabilities. I don't think this is it though. Let's go to save and continue. Medical expenses. If you have any medical expenses, do it there. And then state and local real estate taxes paid. If you have a house, if you pay taxes, casualty and left the losses, you put it there. Itemized deductions. This is what it is. All right, so I just made a mistake where I'm back to the main menu and I cannot find where I was. Like, it had a navigation, so don't do this. When you're starting it, you can't. It doesn't let you go back. I'm not sure. I don't know why it doesn't let you go back, but I can't go back, and I have to find where I was. And I think I cannot enter any business expenses. I was gonna do it with you guys. I can't enter anything because I don't have any income. So I'm just gonna have to just do it myself. But what I showed you on the in a few seconds ago, that's where you have to go to enter your mileage, any other expenses, and it's gonna go directly to it. And if you have any questions, you guys already know. You ask ChatGPT. And then once you're done with that, you have to do save and continue, all this stuff. And then once you're done, it's gonna tell you how much you owe, how much you're gonna get paid. You gotta put your bank account, or it might tell you to send you a bill, so you don't have to pay it all in one shot. It might tell you to have some payments. I forgot. I paid everything mine last year in one shot. I paid it just in one thing, but I think you could get. So just follow the instructions after that. And that is it, guys. You should be able to file your taxes for free. They're not going to charge you anything in the end. If they do charge you something, then that's kind of messed up. I doubt that they're going to charge you. If you use fileyourtaxes.com, last year they did not send me anything, or they didn't charge me anything. That's it. And everything went through perfectly. So you could rest assured that you're doing your taxes in an IRS trusted website right here, and you're not using some scammy website that is trying to scam you out of money. No. If you go directly to the irs.gov website and you go to that list of partners, then you should be able to do it safe and freely without having to worry about people taking your identity and this and that and blah blah whatever. And that is pretty much it, guys. If you made it to the end of this journey though, my lovely humans, thank you for watching. Good luck filing your taxes if you're gonna do it for free. You could do it with TurboTax, you could do it with your accountant, you could do it with whatever. But if you don't want to pay that money and you want to do it yourself and you're not scared and you want to use ChatGPT as your friend and your guide, do it this way. But with that being said, don't forget to smash that like button and blow up in the YouTube world. And if you like this video and you don't watch future videos, me doing deliveries, just subscribe. But my people, have a good day, have a good year, have a good career, stay hustling out there, love yourself, believe yourself. It's your boy Joe Easy. Let's go.